In this presentation, I'm going to discuss how you can go about advertising events put on by your student organization. There are so many different ways that you can advertise an event on campus, and a great place to start is the CATS on Campus calendar. Navigate to your group's page, then click Manage Organization Events, and then create an event. When you are creating an event, you can apply a custom filter so that if someone is looking for a specific type of event, they're more likely to come across yours in their search. Please note that only folks with login access to the Cats on Campus platform can see the events you post. They are not visible to the general public. SOA looks at the Cats on Campus calendar on a very frequent basis, and that's because we promote events on our Instagram story and will tag your group. So when we see an event on the calendar, we're more likely to post it, which will help get more folks through the door for whatever event that may be. The Planet Purple calendar is also a great resource. This is a calendar that is for the entire Northwestern community, faculty, staff, undergraduate, and graduate students. Of course, we recognize social media is a great way to promote events, but please be mindful when you post something on social media or on a website, it's truly accessible to the broader public. So if you are looking to have a more closed event or an event that is specifically for the Northwestern community, please make sure to indicate that in your advertising. And if you are putting together a Zoom event or any type of virtual event, make sure the settings are set so that there aren't random people in your Zoom experience. If there are contracted providers for your event, the contracts must be fully executed through the Campus Life contract process to advertise your event. What this means is the contract needs to be signed by both parties, Northwestern and the second party, in order for you to actually promote the specifics of what the contract entails. So, for example, if you're bringing a speaker to campus, you are not allowed to promote the person's name in your advertisements until the contract has been fully executed through our process. And if you are searching for more information about the contracts process, you can find that on our SOA website and in the other Canvas video in this course. That's all to say you must have approval in writing before advertising anyone's participation. In an event, it needs to be a mutual agreement, and that helps keep everyone on the same page. Of course, once the contract has been fully executed, it's been signed by both parties. Then yes, you are able to promote that person's name, who you are bringing to campus, or the show title that you are putting on, and so forth. Organizations are encouraged to add to campus calendars in advance. Just put a note indicating performer out soon or more details TBD if the contract hasn't been fully executed, and that's because it helps other groups plan in advance so that there isn't too much overlap in programming. Oftentimes, specific groups will pull from similar audiences, so it'd be a shame for those two groups to have different programming happening on the same day and at the same time. A few strategies regarding advertising are first designated who in the org is responsible for posting, and also discussing who has access to manage postings. It should not be just one person who has the login information to your Instagram account, and that's because if there is an emergency or they are sick on the day that you're meant to be posting, someone else can swoop in and help with that responsibility. It is important to think through the general marketing plan of what graphics are going to be posted on what days and at what times. And who will be posting those graphics. So think about who from the broader advertising engagement effort is incredibly crucial in order to build up excitement around your event. Of course, accessible marketing is a must. Make sure that on your marketing materials you're indicating that if someone has any accessibility needs, that they can surely reach out to you, and you will help accommodate them at your event in all ways that you can. So, of course, using a calendar is a really great tool for keeping track of upcoming deadlines, meetings, and milestones, and something that a calendar is really useful for is planning backwards. So you're thinking about what time, what date, what location is your event, and then all the steps that you can take leading up to that event to make it successful. Like thinking about how you're going to be promoting this event on social media, when you need to submit your contracts by with plenty of time to spare. All this information is included in the contracts video. Communications with vendors and stakeholders, making sure that you're not doing things at the last minute. If you want to reserve any screens or banner placements within or around Norris, that needs to be done well in advance. It's very unlikely that if you have an event in 3 days that you will be able to actually reserve a banner space or a screen in the Norris Center in time for your event. And of course, finding a system that works for you is important. Google Calendar is a great tool that many students use. We see students use Slack and GroupMe as well. Canva also has really fun templates for calendars and agendas. Just make sure that you are continuously updating the calendar and all of your tasks lists to measure your progress. Have a good understanding of who is meant to be doing what and make it really successful leading up to the event so that there aren't any last minute stressors the day of the event itself. Thank you so much for listening, and of course, always make sure to check out the resources attached to this module to better help you in the planning process.